Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review, we are going to take a look at the new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Supergirl, based on her look from DC Rebirth. So I have the regular edition on the left, and the Platinum Chase version on the right. First of all, huge thanks to the fine folks at McFarlane Toys for sending me these figures for a review. They both have the same packaging other than the little platinum sticker on the Platinum Supergirl's version. Other than that, it's the same packaging, same artwork on the back. As you can see, same trading card and base. They both also come with a flight stand, as you can see here, as well as the regular black base. And then here is the card, that lovely little trading card here. And there's the back of the card. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's take a look at both of these figures. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the figures. So here she is. Here is Kara Zor-El in all of her glory. Things I like about this figure right off the bat, I love the cape. I love the length of the cape. I think it flows really nicely. I actually prefer plastic capes, but I think in this case, the cape really works. I just love the length of it, and I like the way it drapes over her, and you make some fun flying poses with the cape. I know it's probably not cost prohibitive, but a wired cape would be amazing. But other than that, I really dig the cape, so that's nice. Would have loved to have an S on the back as always, but what are you going to do? Then, the face sculpt. Dig the face sculpt. I think that looks like, you know, Supergirl. Looks like, you know, a Kara Zor-El. So it looks like a very comic book, you know, looking Supergirl. Very classic. The emblem is really nice. You got that gold for the yellow. Let me get some more light here. So I think that looks great. Like the blue that they use for the suit. The gold for the paint. I'm sorry, the gold for the belt. And then here's where the figure gets a little problematic. So they used the Catwoman figure as the base. Obviously, it's a cost-saving measure where they're using that Catwoman figure, the Nightfall Catwoman, as the base for some of these female characters. You know, and it makes sense from a business perspective. You spend a lot of money on this base or this figure, you tool it, so you want to get some mileage out of it. You want to be able to produce at least a few different versions, a few different characters with the same base or the same body, if you get my drift. So with that in mind, though, I guess that's the reason why the legs are completely red. You know, they shouldn't be completely red. It should be a skirt, and then you see parts of her legs, and then she's got red boots on. So that's the very sort of classic Supergirl look, where it's a skirt, her legs, and then the boots. So what they've done here, though, is I guess they weren't able to paint half the leg with the skin tone, so they had to make them all red. And honestly, at first, it really bugged me. From what I've seen in other reviews and pictures and things like that, I thought it didn't look that great. But having it in person, you know, it's not ideal. I'll be honest with you. I do wish that it had the proper, you know, the way it's supposed to look with, you know, seeing her legs and all that. But this is fine. It's, you know, again, I do wish they had done it the way it should be, but it's okay. The skirt also in person, it's a little puffy, but overall it looks fine. Like once I display this on my shelf, I think it's going to look good. So it's a weird looking skirt. It's the way it's like kind of draped or where the seams are. It's a little odd looking skirt. I don't know. They should have had a seamstress look at this, but it's just a little odd looking. So other than the legs being too red, it's just a lot of red, as you can see. And I think it works a lot better in the Platinum Chase version for some reason. Maybe this is a darker burgundy red, you know, making reminiscent of the Supergirl CW costume, which I think is a really nice variant that they did there. I think it looks a little better having all that red. So yeah, but overall I still like this figure. But yeah, I will admit that I do wish it, you know, looked more comic book accurate from the waist down. But from the waist up, I think it's fantastic. I love the head sculpt, love the S, love the blue and all that. Yeah, just really from the waist down, we have a couple of issues. Let's see, as far as articulation goes, good range of motion, can, not much of a ab crunch, of course, going forward, but you can make some fun flying poses, as you can see. It didn't come with extra hands or anything. It just came with that trading card I showed you, but you can make some good poses with her. Good range of motion there. Wish it would bend a little bit more. The head, it moves around okay. It doesn't really look up because of the molded hair, of course, but you know, I think it works. I think it's a good looking figure. So there she is. There is Supergirl. And you know, again, the platinum chase I think looks really cool. It was a nice way to do a homage to the Supergirl TV show. So yeah, there it is. I do prefer the regular edition over the CW edition. That's just me, but I think they both do look nice together. All right, let's see how these figures look with some other McFarlane figures. All right, so there is Supergirl next to Superboy and Superman. So I think she fits in really nicely with the two of these figures. I never realized how tall Superboy is. He looks taller than Superbad here, but that's fine. What are you going to do? But yeah, I think she looks great. I don't have Jonathan Kent handy, but I'm sure he'd look great next to these as well. So I love that we're getting more of the super fam. You know, we are getting a steel figure pretty soon here, so that will be cool. Looking forward to that. And we do also have the Eradicator. But yeah, love getting more Superman characters. And again, like this figure quite a bit. Some issues with the legs and the skirt, which a lot of people have already pointed out. But overall, I like it a lot. I still think that my DC Direct New 52 Supergirl is my favorite Supergirl, and I will be posting some comparisons and content on my Instagram comparing those two figures and some other Supergirls. So definitely check out my Instagram page, Asoka the Geek. But other than that, that's about it. If you guys have any questions, if you want to see more articulation or anything else, just let me know. I'm more than happy to create a YouTube short or something of that nature to show off anything that I might have missed. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.